Hey kids, it's me, your old pal and overlord, Bill CIPHER, and today is a very special day. On the day I'm recording this, it is the first anniversary of my book, The Book of Bill, so I am throwing a party on the whiteboard to celebrate this very special occasion. And as you can see, I've already been calling out the simps. One of them said, I thought the simp thing was done. Well, think again. Oh, this drawing Cookie just made is perfect. Buy my book, fleshbags. And yes, that's right. If for whatever reason, after a whole year, you still haven't bought my book, you better. Oh, and also, make sure to buy the special edition coming out in 2 months. You won't want to miss it. And we've also got a little drawing of my book over here. Star Clouds is having art block. Well, considering today's date, it's only appropriate that you draw me promoting my book. And by the way, we all know what you actually mean by ML. You have made it very obvious, simp. Candy is drawing me as an angel, but I agree with Cookie, angels are pretty lame. Draw me as the monster I am, will ya, Candy? Okay, good. She's working on it. Yes! Buy my book. We have got some creative greetings here. I'm gonna give a few checks to Moth Exit's greeting, and a few checks to Sparks' greeting. Ooh, you want to buy my book so badly it makes you look stupid. As funny as that is, I gotta clarify that buying my book is actually one of the smartest things you can do. I'm slaying so much right now. Seriously, I murdered 28 people. Hilarious. And once again, I like the art but hate the artist, so I'm gonna give a few checks to the art, but to this little greeting here, I'm just gonna cross it out. Frowny face? Good, that was the intention. Oh, and it's colored, so I'm gonna add another 2 check marks, making this the first 6 check mark drawing of the video. Oh, we've got ourselves a seduction hat. Very nice. And I love this drawing that Shaylin made, very creative. And here we've got a drawing of my book. But where's the hat? There we go. That is much better. Buy my book. It's been a year. It's probably rotten by now. Human flesh doesn't last that long. This gets quadruple check marks easily. Oh, and Candy. That is more like it. And we've got yet another drawing of me with my book. Oh, the message has been updated. Now it says human flesh and organs don't last long. That is even better. And then over here we've got Cookie being a simp as usual. Gotta give them those 3 check marks, cause you know, they kinda lose their mind if they don't get 3 or more. And yes, happy first anniversary of the Book of Bill, everyone. We've got this little doodle. Oh, this is hilarious. We've got this teeny, tiny Bill. I think this is like the smallest you could possibly draw. And then we've got this tall hat. I am going to have some check marks going all the way down this hilariously tall hat. I know I said I was gonna nerf this, but this is hilarious, so it deserves 4 check marks. We've got a doodle of me here, and a dead axolotl drawing. And over here, we now have a birthday cake for the Book of Bill filled with blood and tears. I love it. And I love this drawing from Manolasa. And the possession drawings never get old. And I like this one. Oh, now it has blood. I better add an extra check mark for that. Hey, Coffee. Oh, and Cookie is on a roll. Want to know more about your sad, short, pathetic reality? Then the Book of Bill is right for you. You don't have a choice. I know where you live. And yes, that is true. I do know where you live. Every single one of you watching. So you better buy my book if you haven't already. Or else you might just find it on your doorstep anyway. Along with a little surprise. When he sets the world aflame, all will scream Cypher's name. Love that couplet, Shaylin. Oh, never mind. This totally isn't blood. I totally didn't kill someone. I am gonna give this a 4th check mark, though. For the totally not blood and the totally not murder. And even more possession. And it looks like somebody tried to offer me spaghetti without freshly grated Parmesan, as I clearly asked for. Or I guess you could say, as I clearly axed for. And again, it's only fitting that I slay the axe with an axe. Hilarious. This gets 4 check marks. Oh, I see. It's cannibalism. 'Cause the axe is eating the axe. I get it. That is hilarious. Wow. We have got quite some funny drawings today. I hope this keeps up. Sparks made a bag to preserve their human organs. I'll give that a little check mark because that's good thinking. Oh, and also a check mark here. And as usual, the art gets triple checks, but the artist, on the other hand, gets their little face crossed out. And it looks like Pine Tree has been murdered as well. This is fun. And from Daisy, we've got, hey kids, happy anniversary! So I gotta put a check here, and 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 here. And you know what? Let's put one here too. I guess I'll give this drawing Coffee made a few checks, because it does look pretty good. And JoJo drew me holding the best book ever. We all know that's the Book of Bill. And going, yippee! So I gotta give that 4 check marks. We've got me eating some cherries. Fun fact, I have all of your personal information. That is true. And down here we've got 2 more drawings of me, although this one seems to be incomplete. I think it'll be done soon though. Just needs a hat. I said just needs a hat. Okay, I guess the hands are coming first. I'll come back to it. Oh, and Coffee also added my book, so I'll add an extra check mark there. Wow! Look at this masterpiece of a cake that Cookie just finished. And Moth Exit even offered one of their eyes to add to the cake. This is a marvelous cake. The eye gets a check mark, and the cake itself gets a full 5 and an underline. And I'll put a little check here too, and one here. And next to it we have this drawing from Shaylin. I'm gonna give 3 checks to each of these. Okay, now Cherry said me IRL. This drawing from earlier's done. And yes, buy all versions of my book. Not just the standard one, but also the special edition and, coming soon, the super special edition. Stab and Axolotl! What a fantastic party game! Oh, and I love this one of me holding his head. And yes, blood for anyone that got my book. We've got games, we've got refreshments, we've got cake, we've got camaraderie, we've got murder, we've got my book all over the place. And of course, everyone is worshiping me. This is a fantastic party, if I do say so myself. And here we've got a poem written by Star Clouds. Let's give it a read. You think he's trapped? You think he's done? That all-seeing triangle? The one who can burn the sun? No cage can hold him, no lock, no wall. He's waiting, smiling, watching us all. The theraprism, a joke, a crack in the glass. A tiny delay before he kills the axe. He remembers it all. Every insult, every blasphemer, they'll beg, they'll crawl. He's not some demon, he is more. He's the universe's fate. He's the god of chaos, destruction, and hate. He'll burn your mind and leave nothing behind. And when he's free, trust me, he will. He'll rain down fire, he'll hunt, he'll kill. The sky will fall, the ground will shake. The blasphemers laughed, they thought he'd fall. But Bill remembers their faces, he remembers them all. And when the cracks in the sky spread thin, he'll shout, "Guess who's back? Let's begin." Amazing poem. I am going to give this 6 giant check marks. That was incredible. And very accurate. I can't wait. Anyway, this little drawing gets a check. And this beautiful depiction of my book gets 3 checks. And yes, all hail the all-seeing eye. Gary is really good with the comedy. Look at this one. Stop overreacting. All I did was kill your family. Jeez. Alright, I'm glad you like my book, as everyone should, but I'm gonna have to give X's to these 2 drawings because they are not me. And this whiteboard is specifically for fan art of me. Especially since today is a special day for me. I see you simping coffee. And this one gets a check. And this one gets 2 checks. Gotta love the fire. And we've got some more me's. I gotta give each one of these a check. I hope I don't get a paper cut while reading this, I say sarcastically. I really hope you do. Well, this drawing gets 3 check marks. And I'll give a bunch more little checks here. And here. Actually, you know what? No, this is getting out of hand. I can't do this for you anymore, Daisy. You're kind of abusing the system here, so no more. Like, if you use a couple exclamation points shaped like me, it's fine. But you're, like, just incorporating those little depictions of me like a dozen times into each of your sentences, so I'm gonna have to cut back on that. Behave yourself, alright? Ooh, Moth Exit drew my book, infecting some other books, including a certain very trash book with a very trash author. You scared your stepsister with the book? Keep it up. Alright, I like this one, and I guess this one can get a check. Told you that book will find you. Everyone, keep promoting my book. We will not rest until the whole world has read it. So Coffee was like, what should I draw Bill doing? And Moth Exit said, setting someone who did not get the Book of Bill on fire. And now we're gonna get to see that. Which, by the way, this is an actual threat. If you do not get the Book of Bill, I will set you on fire. Remember how I said earlier that the book would show up on your doorstep with a surprise? You know I can grant my own desires right. I'm just gonna put a little label here saying Cap! And I know it's Cap because, as you captioned right here, I can read your mind at this very moment. And luckily, the non-me drawings have been erased. So let me clear this out so there's room for some more drawings of me. And we've got a comic from Shay, Cooking with Bill. First, find food. And in this case, we're gonna be cooking the axolotl and Pyramid Steve. Then, start a fire, roast the food over the fire, and then enjoy your meal. Oh, I love it, Shaylin. I am going to give a check mark to each one of these illustrations. And look at me sitting on the earth and holding the moon. No to the axolotl, who's a bitch, and yes to me, a god/overlord. Meanwhile, Frills is just overlord of losers. This gets a check, and yet another reminder. This is what happens if you don't get my book. Imagine not getting the Book of Bill. Such a loser, am I right? I'm telling you, spontaneous combustion rates are about to skyrocket on your little planet. The Book of Bill. There are no words to describe how perfect this book is. Have 3 check marks, one for each of my sides, 'cause, you know, perfection and all. I like how Cherry added a little absolutely not down here. Speaking of Cherry being a simp, let's check up on these responses. You're OC, not you. Okay, so that's the excuse you're going with. Sure. And I like this drawing. And here's Moth Exit with a message. I hear the Book of Bill is the best book to ever exist. You should get it before I leak your credit card info. Wonderful advertising campaign you've got going. And then we've got me laughing maniacally, and Daisy straight up drops dead. One of the upsides to being a Tumblr sexy man is that sometimes the particularly weak simps just drop dead at the mere sight of me, and it is hilarious. And this happens more often than you may think. Just saying. Anyway, we've got me spreading my book all around the world. Oh, and there was some text added to this one. Let's make a deal. You buy my book and I don't kill you. Sound fair, meat sack? I gotta add an extra check for that. and some checks to those who accepted the deal, because that was the right answer. Oh, and this drawing down here has been updated. I have now burnt a triangle into the earth, so for that I'm adding another check. And the exclamation marks have been turned into upside down me's. And we've got another me here in the eye. Bill, 1 through 10, how much do you hate Shadow Milk? I'm gonna say 999 because I consider him a rival at this point. I explained why in the previous fan art reaction video, so go watch that if you haven't already. Do you hate Ford? Of course I do. What kind of question is that? And this gets a little check. Oh, I love this one. Buy the Book of Bill now, or I'm giving you the axolotl treatment, bitch. That's my cookie. If only they had bought my book. Yes, be sure to buy my book if you haven't already, or this could be you. Cherry turned the sure into drawings of me, and honestly, I don't know whether to be flattered or offended. So I'm gonna leave them unmarked. Cherry, your OC has the same name as you. I think by OC, you mean self-insert. Oh, I love this drawing Shaylin made, complete with a silly straw. Daisy's hands are cramping, but she is loving it. Because she knows that the more cramped your hands are, the more you've been worshipping me on this whiteboard. And yes, burn! And this drawing has been enhanced a little, so I'm going to add a 4th check mark. Would you rather date Ford or kill Shadow Milk Cookie? Kill Shadow Milk Cookie, obviously. Again, what kind of question is that? I want to kill Shadow Milk Cookie, and I don't want to date Sixer. That's disgusting. He is literally one of the most insufferable beings in the entire multiverse. Why would I want to date him? I swear, those shippers, they're just plain stupid. You'd like to eat the cake? Yes. Go ahead. It is a party after all. And Cherry finally gave in. See, it's exactly like you wrote. I am reading your mind as we speak. And here's another doodle of me. And one from Daisy. And Sparks drew me with all 3 variants of my book. So remember this drawing Gary made earlier? Cherry added on. Reminds me of, wow, your life is so hard. All I did was cut your eyes out and you think you have a right to complain. Even though this isn't a quote from me, I'm gonna give this a check mark because it's hilarious. We haven't had one of these in a while. Pay up, Bean! Hopefully next episode we can really put Bean into some more debt. And then we've got me just having some fun, crashing some planets together. Look! Arson! And here's a little doodle of my book. And here's a doodle of me celebrating this special occasion. And over here we have another little doodle of my book. Buy my book or else. I will kill you, then tap dance on your corpse if you don't buy my book. Understand that, flesh bag? I am loving these threatening drawings. The best way to get someone to do something is with threats. The book made of Bill, although technically that is the Book of Bill, because the whole book is just me, and me, and me, and me. That's why it's the best book. And now for the final drawing of the episode, which I think sums up this past year in reality pretty well. These humans are so dumb. All I needed was to make a book and then they fall head over heels for me. Of course, some of you were already head over heels for me beforehand. But once that book released, that was my ticket to taking over your world. And considering that a year is more like a second for me, I'd say I've made a good amount of progress so far. But we are nowhere near done, so make sure to keep spreading the word about my book and growing my cult. And of course, remember,